is DJ L7.
DJ L7. Now, actually, here I have what organization you representing?
CAV.
CAV. Now, see, that stands for what?
Committee Against Anti-Asian Violence.
Okay. Now, CAV has been around for 20 years more, right?
Yeah, since the 80s.
Yeah, I've been around this activism game in New York City since the 90s. I was in Buffalo before, but I know they've been around for a long ass time, so respect. Now, you guys rolled through here mad deep. Honestly, the Chinese contingent here, you know what I mean? I could say Asian, but honestly, I know CAV from what I remember, right? They are Pan-Asian, but most of the people is from Chinatown.
Yes.
And Chinese, yeah?
Yes.
That's real. Yeah, look, I'm Korean, so I got love for them, but you know, it is mostly Chinese, let's be real. But the Chinese people showed up, I'd say, very, very strong. The largest group here by far. Now, a lot of people think public housing, they think Black, Latino. They don't think Asian.
That's true.
What's up with that?
So CAV, we have a Chinatown tenant union and we have an Asian tenant union that's organizing in public housing. And some of the leaders actually from Western Queens are here to support the Chinatown tenants because they realize that public housing and private housing, rent stabilized housing have a lot in common, and it's all under attack here in New York.
So are there any numbers, like, because like, you know, a lot of people, a lot of times they talk about violence against Black and brown communities, and they talk about funding for housing and how that really has to bring some type of racial equity. What about the Asian community?
Yeah, I mean, we see it as a part of this wider force of like gentrification in Chinatowns all over the world, right? It's, a lot of the times the real estate is, people are trying to profit off of it as opposed to actually supporting the communities that have long been there, long lived there. And it's, I think, a larger attack against all, you know, low-income people of color's communities. And often they're right next to each other or we overlap, and we actually have a lot more in common. And you can see that with this coalition here. It's Asian tenants, Black and brown tenants, white tenants, because we realize the need to work together.
Yo, being Asian American though, honestly, a lot of my issues are overlooked. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something right now. One of my boys right now on Twitter right now is having this argument with me saying that Asians, as far as he knows, are more successful, have higher income, stuff like that. Those are the Asians that the people are counting or looking at, right? Some of the poorest people I know, I don't know if you know anybody like this. I know a dude, 13 years old, his parents don't work, he's Chinese, yeah? He's raising his whole family at 13 years of age. You know any stories like that? They're out there, yeah? Yo, look, if you look in this community enough, right? And the thing is that people think that Asians are wealthy. Who do you think's delivering your fucking food? Why is the Chinese food the cheapest? You know what I mean? Fucking think about it, you know what I mean? Our people are fucking hurting. Our people are on the bottom. Look at all these people that showed up today. Did anybody pay these people to show up? I tell you, God's truth is no. You think Asian fucking minority groups are getting funded? Fuck no, they're not, you know what I mean? So one love to CAV. I know you guys are the OGs in the game. You know what I mean? And these are fucking real serious issues. Yes, fucking Asian people live in public housing. Fuck you if you don't think so. You know what I mean? We need your help too. Thank you. Thank you for keeping up the fight. Now, CAV is an OG, and I will actually endorse this organization. How can people find out more or follow CAV? What's coming up for you guys?
Yeah, we have a website. We're on all the social medias. It's CAAAV, so 3 A's. You guys can follow the work there, contribute if you would like.
Word up. So I'll probably arrange a one-on-one interview later on. Much love out to AFI, much love out to NMAS, much love out to all those groups right here, China staff workers. I'm not sure how much you guys are doing with them nowadays, but that's really my link into the CAV community, AFI. Much love out to all them Asian groups. We coming, baby. Yo, don't forget about us in this housing thing. Yeah? Thanks again. All right, peace. What's up? It's your boy DJ L7, hanging out with one of the tenants that actually decided to come through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's this whole thing affecting you? What brought you out today?
Affect me because my family, some family members start working too many months, and for example, I live in another country with family die, so I need to save money, and restaurant close. And then I go to work, I start working, and then again close, Like 2 times close again the restaurants.
Yeah, honestly, I heard that they're reopening in July, but people have lost a lot of money, right? Yeah, during like when they weren't able to work and stuff like that. And honestly, incomes for the rich have gone up while incomes for the poor have remained flatline. So to raise the rent on the poorest communities during this time is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So thanks for testifying. Hopefully some candidates see this. Hopefully some government officials see this and actually make some real change for us. Thanks again. God bless, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm with Hope Housing Organizers for People Empowerment in East Brooklyn.
Okay. What's your name, brother?
My name's John August.
You an activist?
Yeah, I'm an organizer
yeah.
with Hope. Yeah.
So how can people, stay in contact with like upcoming events that you guys are supporting?
Yeah, definitely. You can check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Hope Organizers. We have a monthly community meeting. It's the third Thursday of every month. We've been meeting over Zoom to talk about tenants' rights and build tenant power in East Brooklyn.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, actually, I'm trying to organize a candidate forum to talk about housing issues, but they've been talking to the wrong people. They've been talking to developers. I've been around this issue for a while. Not one organization I've talked to has had a candidate come by and ask them what's going on when we are the people who represent the tenants that's actually living in the situation. They all want to talk to developers, talk about their Green New Deal plans, right? Yeah, they don't want to actually talk to the tenants and help out with our real fucking very vital problems, yeah? Thanks a lot for coming out.
Yeah, thanks so much.
The true street activists, right? Armchair activists, get the fuck out those seats, yeah? God bless, brother.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right. It's your boy DJL7. I'm here at the rent rollback thing and rent rollback protest. And the thing is that honestly, you hear me complaining about a lot of candidates not listening to the people, but one candidate has people who showed up. One candidate out of all of them. Scott Stringer, freaking Andrew Yang, all the people, they didn't show, nobody here from them, but Dianne Morales people, right? What up, you know what I mean? They got people here, gotta give them a shout out, you know what I mean? Thank you. So, Dianne Morales still gotta prove herself to me, but honestly, this is the kind of thing that does kind of prove the right thing to me, you know what I mean? So there's a string of broken promises for activists out there, but this is the kind of thing that we need to see. So thank you, Dianne, for sending your people out, or for just having people in her campaign that care. That's a big sign. We need people that actually fucking care. You know?
Walk the talk, for sure.
Yeah, real activists. God bless. Thank you again.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
props out to this dude over here, also representing the fam. They came with some depth over here. I respect that. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. You ready? Yo, check it out. It's your boy DJL7. We in front of 250 Broadway right now. We ready to bring it. Now the thing is, why are we here today?
Because the rent guideline board supposed to meet today for the first time for this year to form rent control for the rest of the year for rent control buildings.
Okay.
In New York City.
There's several organizations that have come today for this event. Which organization are you representing?
I'm from CASA on
CASA.
Bronx.
What does CASA stand for?
Association for Action for Rent Control Buildings.
Okay, so you're trying to rent control buildings. Okay. Now the thing is that there's a lot of angles to this story right here. Honestly, it's kind of disappointing the way the candidates have not really come out to listen to community activists and grassroots supporters of these issues. It seems like they're just talking to developers and talking to mainstream out-of-touch bourgeoisie pundit media who has no idea what's going on. So look, there's a lot of things that's being missed in this conversation. What are some things that you, as a community activist, have been working in the community, what do you see as the issues that these politicians need to start paying attention to?
Because when we call the politicians to any meeting, they don't turn up, and they're not working for the community.
You're goddamn right. That's why we're here. We're not here because we're here in the rain. We don't care.
Yeah, we are here because of the college and not doing what to do. We fight and elect them in the office. So when they get there, if you got the grassroots people, the rent payers, the tenants.
Yeah.
Don't rebuild the building.
One interesting group that I'm planning on hooking up with, they're talking about rolling back the rent, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for 5% rollback for this year.
Yeah. They every year, right? It's ridiculous. They trying to raise the rent on me now after COVID. Every year they're allowed to raise the rent by a certain amount. How are they not going to do that? You know what I mean? We need to get this rent stuff under control, man.
We have to fight for it. We got to fight for it. We got to fight for rent rollback for 5%. We are crying to the RTB to reduce rent 5%. That's our aim today. So we're here today.
Yeah, we're fighting for the specific goals. I like that. You know what I mean? We're fighting to bring back some kind of sanity to this whole thing. So look, people want to join your organization. They want to get involved more. You said How can they find, what's, you said CASA, Community Action for Safe Apartments, right? Yeah. I guess they could look that up. What's the main place that, you guys got any of the actions coming up?
We have the Bronx. We are in the Bronx. We are at
Okay.
35 Mary's Place.
I know the Bronx and Harlem showing up strong today. My person in Harlem hooked me up. They're like, yo, we need to come out to this. But you know, all the boroughs. This is there's affordable housing in all the boroughs.
It's all
Not
all
even
the
affordable
boroughs.
housing, that's a lie. Yeah.
And all over the city. Because this affects every tenant in the city.
Yo.
It will control the buildings.
Okay.
We're affected.
We're about to have a panel discussion and a debate amongst candidates that are willing to maybe listen to y'all. You know what I mean? What is one thing that you would ask for if I'm also interviewing every candidate running for office. What would you like me to ask all the candidates who are running for office?
To pay attention to the residents of the buildings in the community.
600,000 people living in NYCHA alone. That's not even counting affordable housing. That's a lot of votes right there. I saw Andrew Yang recently waving his gums, right? Yeah, but he hasn't listened to a damn thing that any of his community activists had to say. I was the top guy in the Andrew Yang campaign. He sold out the volunteers for the establishment. I have a lot of doubts. Andrew Yang, it's time for us to talk to us, community, organizers, stop talking to pundits and celebrities to try to figure out how to fix housing. We live here. We understand the issues. You need to talk to us. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to. We have to talk to us. You have to come to us. Because without the resident, you cannot get in this office.
Thanks for being
if
an ally,
If we don't
man.
vote for you, we not one get there.
Word up. Yeah, we coming. We're gonna cover the rest of this event. Thank you very much. Be strong, man. Cast in the house. God bless. I'm gonna do a follow-up with you guys and find more about your organization. God bless. Thank you. As you can see, we have cops out here in force. Okay, they're probably here for this guy, or they're here for this old guy right here. You know what I mean? Who you think is the dangerous one? Yeah, it's probably this white girl right here. They're the worst ones, man.
Yeah,
what organization are you here representing?
I'm an organizer with good old Lower East Side, or we're a small nonprofit in the Lower East Side doing housing advocacy, job employment stuff, a lot of different things.
Okay, so what brings you out today?
So it is Rent Guidelines Board season. They have a preliminary vote this Wednesday. Thank you, Jordan.
No problem.
And so every year we come out to show tenant power and show that what the tenants really need as far as rents go. And so this year we're asking for a 5% rent rollback due to COVID, and no real relief has been provided to tenants. And this is a way that some of that can get through.
I'm going to address a little weird issue that's actually something that I've been having a struggle with. Now, I don't know how you feel about it because it's quite controversial, but a lot of people talk about ranked choice voting as this great thing, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's been giving me trouble, like getting candidates to actually listen to controversial issues or talk about them because they don't want to piss anybody else or lose numbers. I've been talking to star voting people. Have you heard of star voting?
No, I haven't.
There's different methodologies that are used for alternate styles of voting. Have you felt like any issues as in terms of like getting candidates to listen to your issues? Like I talked to some of them here. I've been talking to many people in public housing. It's very difficult to get candidates to listen to actual tenants themselves. Have you experienced this as well?
Well, because we're a nonprofit, we're not really working to pull candidates in any type of way right now. But we're just pushing tenants and just community members in general to be loud about what they want and to engage in different spaces that exist.
I'm shocked that candidates are not reaching out to you. If you want to find out what's going on the streets, wouldn't you actually talk to people that work the streets? Who are you going to talk to? A bunch of fucking pundits and celebrities? Get the fuck out of here, yeah? Anyways, that's cool. So how can people find out about your organization and join up and provide support for public housing?
You can go to our organization at goals.org and a lot of information there.
I want to also ask you, what's your connection to this whole thing?
I'm a rent-regulated housing organizer, so I organize rent-regulated tenants.
What made you an organizer? Are you in public housing
Because
yourself?
I care about people, and this is what they need.
Okay. So are you like are you in public housing? You have a background in that, or?
I do not. Goals has a public housing arm.
What pushed you into this direction, though? There's a lot of other things you could be working on. Why this?
Because housing is healthcare, and housing is a very basic necessity that everyone needs, and we need to protect it so that way we can work on everything else.
All right, I'll follow up. We're going to be doing more on this issue. Hey, thanks for testifying. God bless.
Sure.
And thanks for coming out. Yeah, the real ones show up. Other people stay at home. Yeah? All right, God bless.
Thanks.
DGL7 here. We got one of the bystanders here. Yeah? As you know, DGL7 covers the stories of the organizers, not necessarily the leaders. Yeah? So, what brought you here today, brother?
I just feel for the people who haven't been able to pay their rent for all these months, and the fact that they're allowed to postpone and accumulate thousands of dollars worth of debt doesn't make sense. I mean, I think the emergency requires
I personally feel like the problem isn't really the corrupt politicians are a problem, but they wouldn't be a problem if people like yourself stood up.
Well,
We need more people to stand up, get involved, and pay attention. So thank you so much.
No,
Yeah.
I agree because that's why I'm here. I feel like we all have to take action, even if it's a modest, like coming down here for a half hour.
Stop relying on leaders to solve all your problems. We need to step together as a unit. God bless.
All right, I agree.
So as an activist, do you like publish material? Are you on Twitter or anything like that? How do you have a social media? You're trying to build an audience?
I have a blog and I have people who sign up.
What's that blog? Actually,
It's called Biped Twilight.
I'd like to actually cover that later. I'm gonna give you a card. We may have a one-on-one interview with this guy later on. Yeah. But that's cool, man. Thanks again for coming out. God bless, brother. Hey, yo, check it out. It's your boy DJL7. I'm here at the, we're trying to improve things for people in public housing right here. And it's a great time to meet some new allies. So I talked to my man right here. He says that he's part of a housing organization. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're Strong Families Housing and Property Defense Committee. We're developing a defense committee to keep residents in their homes that developers have stolen on many occasions. And also, we want to develop some housing for low-income people. We're licensed to do the construction work, and we're also looking to develop a apprenticeship to train residents in the community to participate in the development of housing for low-income people.
Yeah. Now the thing is that New York City, right, the thing is that they're in charge of certain things. The federal government in charge of other things, the state government in charge of other things. One of the things that New York City is in charge of is the real estate. And real estate is known for having corruption, problems, all kinds of issues. So what do you think is causing all the issues here? Like, why is New York so, leaving behind the people who are living in public housing?
Well, mostly it's greed.
Yeah, greed, okay. So who's the greedy ones?
Well, it's the people that have the influence and the money, and people that are owners of various, developers and those with special interest groups, things like that.
Developers are often cited as the #1 problem here in New York City, especially regarding corruption. And actually, we're organizing a panel discussion to talk about housing issues on an issue that it seems like, honestly, I challenge any candidate to come out and show us that they have really talked to tenants and tenants associations. A lot of times they're talking to managers or other political pundits or celebrities. It's time for y'all to start talking to people who actually live in those houses who are going to be affected, yeah?
Yes.
So how can people join up with your organization, and maybe provide more support for what you got going on?
Well, they can give me a call at 917-749-0537. They can also look on our website at www.strongcommunityservices.com.
Hey man, God bless, man. We're gonna I'll probably do a one-on-one interview in depth after this event today. But the fact is that you were here. There's a lot of other people that are not here, and you're out here putting in that work, and you deserve respect for showing up today. Thank you for standing up for those who are not able to stand for themselves today.
And I didn't even say my name, Reverend Dr. Michael Strong.
Reverend Dr. Strong. Cool, man. I appreciate you so much, man.
Okay.
What denomination, by the way? I'm Christian as well.
Well, I'm just Christian, no denomination.
I like that, yeah?
There's one God.
Yeah.
I don't get, one creator for everything.
I'm close to Seventh-day Adventist, but I am also non-denominational. But I like to read the Bible a lot, so that's my crew up there. Love out to Seventh-day Adventists and everybody in all denominations, honestly, yeah?
But I can call to also, to work and make people's lives better. Not just preach, but do something according to the word. Help and make people's lives better.
Anybody paid you to be here today?
Yeah, the Lord is paying.
That's God's work right there. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's right. So much love out to all the real ones out there. Thank you, man.
Okay.
God bless, Reverend. We got some more people. Many organizations came out today. This is an important deal. So I just want to get some of these people some shine. A lot of times, right, the mainstream media is not covering these organizations, but they're the ones who really do the work. Y'all are putting the candidates at this high level. What do they know about this issue? Y'all been working in the industry for years, right? On this topic for years. The candidates need to talk to people like this. That's why we're organizing, a discussion panel and a forum for candidates to listen to people like y'all. But let's hear about your organization. Who do you represent?
Met Council on Housing. It's the oldest tenant group we've been around for over 60 years.
Met Council on Housing, I met a representative, one of the top organizers for this organization that I saw. What about you? What organization you represent?
I'm here with Take Root Justice, and we're a legal service provider that works with the community-based organizations around many different issues around, especially with tenants.
Yo, I just saw a tenant today, right? He was about to get evicted, but an organization like yours, I think it was called Hope for Justice or something like that, Road to Justice, they actually helped him out with the paperwork, which was really ridiculous, out of control. So people like that, right? There's so many issues that this touches. Housing is also helping with legal issues, helping with nutrition, helping with, my man Lewis from Fight for Next talks about racial justice, you know what I mean? There's so many aspects that housing touches. It's so important. Thanks again for coming out. Yeah?
And one of the most important things is to inform tenants, because information is power.
600,000 tenants with the Tenants Association presidents. We have the emails of 600,000 voters. It's time for, you know what I mean? Y'all think that just by talking, y'all can't think that just by talking to celebrities and pundits that you're gonna get the message out. Guess what? We talk to these people every day. We see these people every day. You wanna mess with us, you mess with the wrong ones.
Yes.
Yeah, God bless. Thanks again, yeah?
Thank you.
Check it out, it's your boy DJL7. We got some Latin flavor in the park right here. What's up, man? Can I ask a couple questions right now? Huh? Can I ask a couple questions while you playing?
Yeah, what?
Alright, so are you guys play out? You guys do performances?
Yes, we do.
How can people find out more about like this kind of Latin drum right? It's kind of cool, man.
Well, we have Ray Santiago, piano player, percussion, everything. We have me, Papo Pepin. We're professional musicians. We're doing this for the sake of humanity.
I love that, man. Alright, cool. So, how can people find it? Like, you guys put out material regularly. You guys on SoundCloud or whatever. How can people find out about what you guys are producing?
Well, he's got his own group. I got my own group. That's a good student of mine.
Okay.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and you see
what should we look for on YouTube?
You look for Papo Pepin.
How do you spell that? Pepin?
P-A-P-O-P-E-P-I-N. Papo Pepin and his orchestra. Then you look for Ray Santiago and his orchestra.
Okay, Ray Santiago. That's him right there?
That's him right here.
And then this is your student right here, right? Yeah, okay.
His name is Mikey.
Mikey, what's up, man? Show us a little bit of that flavor. What you learn right there? I'm reminded of that opener from Sade, man. I could dig it, bro. I could dig it, yeah? Cool, man. I like that. All right. One love, brother. Real street life, baby. Real street life right here. Ray, what up, man? He checking out that pretty girl right there. Oh, damn. He looking at, I ain't mad. Give me a pound right there. Give me a pound right there. Yo, you can't hate, man. That's just life in New York City. One love, baby. Okay, thanks a lot, man. I'll see you guys, all right?
It's a dark day in our nation when high-level authorities will seek to use every method to silence dissent. The truth must be told.
And if you want the truth, you need to check out independent media producers just like myself, DJL7. You should subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I release a new video.
Truth of these
We
words
are on all
is
the major
beyond
platforms.
doubt.
That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Unfortunately, we have definitely seen that these mainstream outlets will cave to corporate interests, so we encourage you to join our independently moderated communities of Reddit and Discord. We also encourage you to subscribe to us on BitChute and Daily Motion so you can see the content that YouTube doesn't want us to let you see. Hey, now it's time for the most important part of the video. That's right. It's time for us to tell you about the Taking Action Group. Do you need an activist? Or maybe there's no activists around willing to help you with your cause and you need to learn to become an activist. That's exactly why we're here. Every week we get up with people from across the nation, in fact even sometimes internationally, and we develop strategies and a game plan to address the issues that are affecting all of us. Every week myself from New York City and of course my co-host Lisa from Los Angeles provide a coast-to-coast perspective on what's going on in the country. If you want to donate to help out with expenses, travel, equipment, stuff like that, then I definitely appreciate it and you can hit us off at Venmo or PayPal. Thanks a lot. Hey, by the way, we also have a merch store, so check it out. Oh my goodness, it seems like you've reached the end of the video, so make sure you check out some of our other videos, make sure you subscribe. This is your last chance to do so thanks a lot, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you have any questions or issues you'd like me to address. And if you're an activist, the time to make things happen is now.